If you want to start a fire, if you want to live off grid in peace, if you want to be the change, now develop awesome skills.
Okay, so in this desk, if I moved it 4 inches this way, which means I would have to take it out, cut the floor 4 inches, and scoot it this way, it would still fit up here. I wouldn't be able to put both the water bottle and the cooler there. But if I did scoot it 4 inches that way, now I could fit this luggable loo. See, it's like I need to move about 2 inches for this, because I want to put it back in the corner there. And then behind that, I want to put the table. So I want to be able to slide the table back there and then also put the luggable loo in there all the way. So I think I do want to move this desk. And the way I have it attached here is I have this bar that goes underneath the bed lip. And over on this side, it's screwed into this piece. So it's actually screwed into the desk along with being clamped here. So it's not going anywhere. So I'll have to take the clamp off, take these 2 screws out, and then take the 2 screws out over here. And that'll take my brace off. Then I'll be able to pull the desk out, and then I'll be able to pull the floor out and cut the floor. I think I'm gonna do this because I would much rather pack the table back there and then the luggable loo, push it back into the area with sawdust on top, with a container of sawdust on top. So I have everything that I need there. But all right, I'm gonna get to work and do that. I'll show you when it's done, see how it works. I got the screws out here, both sides. So I get to take this thing out. So that's my brace that locks this desk into place. Okay, so now the desk should be free. Yeah, it just falls over. So I'm gonna lift it up out of the floor because I made a little floor socket. So this is from a roll of toilet paper that was laying here on this wood when that frame leaked. It was raining and that frame leaked, so I ended up getting some new screws. You can see they're different color, and filling in all those empty holes. There was a whole bunch of empty screw holes around this frame, so it leaked when it rained, and this toilet paper got soaked and kind of just, I didn't catch it. So, but that's okay. Make it happen. So now I just got to take the width of this here, along with that extra 2 inches from the luggable loo, and make this happen. So I'm gonna go get a tape measure and all the tools I need and get started. There it goes. It actually works perfectly. Got the luggable loo back behind the desk, along with the table. It opens up this whole space. So that all tucks away. I got a little bit of room on top of the luggable loo to put some, a little container of sawdust to do the deed. Got the water up front, which I can fit the cooler, but so now the cooler. Hey sweetheart, how you doing? So the water fits pretty good. But this cooler, it's either the water or the cooler right here. The water fits better than the cooler, so I can figure out where to put that cooler. But I might even be able to get another water bottle. I think I could fit 2 water bottles right here if I needed to. One and then another one right here. So then I'd have 12 gallons back here. And that kind of is nice. Packs up good. I'm gonna have some storage containers in there. And I mean, it's kind of shaping up in here pretty good. Well, I just got a new truck, so I have to take this camper shell off Have to unpack everything here at the dealership, take everything out, put it in the new truck. So I just unloaded the bed of my truck. This is everything I packed up. It's a whole bunch of stuff, but all this fit in the bed of my truck. And this is the bed frame and the desk right here. But so I had to take all this stuff out of the truck for them to move the camper shell to the other truck, and then I got to put it all back in. But it's kind of cool. Well, there's always a another part to the story. It turns out that the camper shell does not fit on the new truck, and they can't put it on today anyway. So now I got to put this all back in my old truck, go home, empty it out of the old truck, and then come back tomorrow morning to see if they can switch the camper shell. And if not, oh my gosh, I might have to buy another camper shell. Goodness gracious. All right, so quickly want to show you the new vehicle I got. The 2017 Tundra was the one that I had before this, and it was great. It had 82,000 miles on it. I really could have just kept it, but it was about to go through its next round of kind of service things that I needed to do to it. It was probably going to cost a couple grand on that round, so I ended up seeing if I could get this new one, and it's like $50 more a month. Now this is the 2023 Tundra SR5, but this is a two-wheel drive with a double cab. So a couple things that I really wanted when I went in was I did want 4x4. That's actually why I went in. But I didn't realize that I also needed a longer bed, because the other beds were only 5.5 feet long. So when you look at this one, what they did with the double cab instead of the crew cab is the double cab is shorter. The crew cab goes out to like here, and then there's a 5.5 foot bed with much bigger, much more space in the cab. But I really wanted the 6.5 foot bed because I built that whole camper shell bed thing, and I need to be able to lay flat if I'm going to go on a long road trip and I want to sleep in here for a couple months and van life it. I'm going to need to be able to lay flat, and so that's the reason I did this. Now it would have been nice if I could have got a 4x4 with the 6.5 foot bed, but then it wouldn't have been only $50 more a month. It probably would have been like $150 more a month. And so, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, go build something that produces income, and I still want to watch my money a little bit right now. But I mean, it's like $50 extra a month from the 2017, and I don't need to do any work to this. Like it's literally going to be fine for 3 years or so. So that's basically what that's the new vehicle. So now what I had them do though at the dealer is they're giving me I had to order a camper shell, because in order to put all the furniture back there and equip this truck for my journeys, it needs a camper shell. So now this truck has a back window that opens, which is kind of cool. I think the crew cabs actually have the window that goes all the way down, which is kind of neat too. But with the camper shell, I believe I'm going to have an access window. It's a new camper shell, and it does have the up bumper. It's the Lear 180 is what it is. But they're like, it takes 4 to 6 weeks to get in, and I'm like, oh man, I was supposed to be leaving like in the next week or two, so this is going to delay my travels. But that's okay. I have to go to California, and I might be making a trip to Idaho, so we'll see. But you know, plans change sometimes, so I redid my kind of yearly plan. But I think I'm going to be leaving to go check out Tennessee in April. So this is the Tundra. I can actually start the phone. I'm sorry, I can start the truck, I can lock the truck, and I can unlock the truck from my phone app, the app on my phone. And, you know, I didn't really like the look of this truck when I first saw it, because I liked the 2017 Tundra's look, but I mean, it's got an aggressive look. I kind of like it now. It's kind of cool looking. But this has different things. This is a smarter truck. It has the drive assist, the lane thing, and so basically if you're kind of getting over to the lane, it buzzes the steering wheel telling you to kind of get over. And if you don't do anything about it, it'll correct it for you. So I mean, there's some different. It's like driving a big, cool computer. But anyways, the cool thing about the camper shell too is they are doing a color match with the truck, which is awesome. So I mean, the cool camper is going to look the same color as the truck, and it's going to have windows on both sides, so I can actually have some airflow in there, because that was the one thing that I was going to have to add to this other camper. But now we're just going to go brand new, and I think it's better for a road trip. You know, start with a brand new truck for a road trip. It would be better if I had 4x4, because whenever you need it. But my last truck the 2017 was 2-wheel drive, and I really took that. I mean, I took that probably places that you know should have had a 4x4. So I never got stuck. Now I was close a couple times. Without the 4x4, you probably should say, nah, I can't go there. But with the 4x4, you can basically go most places. So I can go most places with this also. It's just those extra and the other thing that this is not good in is the snow. I haven't tried this one, but the 2017 was terrible in the snow, the 2-wheel drive. So this one probably going to be the same thing. I mean, unless they put a locker in the back on the SR5, which I don't think they did. But this has the twin turbo V6 too. That's not even a V8 in there. They don't even make the V8s anymore. So if you want, I'm just going to get in real quick so you can kind of see the inside. It's pretty comfortable. So, I mean, you sit in here and this nice screen gives you a map, connects to your phone. Not really a clear area to put a big water bottle, but this one actually comes with a safe right there. Kind of cool. And, but I think the 2017 had a little bit better design when it came to some of the interior features of the truck. But overall, I mean, it's pretty sweet. So, and it has the tow controller. You got seat warmers. That's the other thing too, is the only cigarette lighter is up here, which means if I want to plug something in, I got to put it right up on the dashboard or put a wire up here. I'm not seeing any other cigarette lighter connections anywhere in this. And that's one of the things I'm like, that's a bad idea. They need to put a couple of those in a couple different places to power certain devices. But I should keep checking, because maybe I've missed it or something. There it is, the 2023 Toyota Tundra SR5 2-wheel drive, double cab, 6.5-foot bed. So it drives really well. And we'll see how it is on a road trip, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. So next truck I get is definitely going to be a 4x4. I really went in for the 4x4 this time, but I really don't have that consistent source of income anymore since I got laid off from that job. So I'm literally moving on to my next plan that hopefully will provide income in a very cool way, which is why I'm going to Tennessee to find some land. And I'll explain all of that to you guys soon. So I will share too when I get the new camper shell on this one and finish converting the old stuff I built into the new truck, making sure it all fits, and then making sure the desk is the right height and the storage all fits. And then when I get that camper shell on. So, all right, till then, see you guys in a bit.
If you want to start a fire, if if you want to live off grid in peace, if you want to be the change. Now develop awesome skills